Welcome to the Bad Movie Night podcast, covering the worst movies you've never seen. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bad Movie Night podcast. My name is Chris, and tonight we watched a movie. It's a great it's a great title of a movie, don't you think, Spiv?
I do.
And that title is, of course,
Generation
that's it.
X-tinct. Did you forget?
I only wrote down X-tinct, and I couldn't remember what the first thing was. Here we go.
Kill you, dumb motherfucker.
Son of a bitch!
American punks.
We heard that song
Yeah,
18
man, those
times
riffs.
during the movie.
It's like a shitty version of the Ace of Spades.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Therapy.
Yeah.
We're back
American
here.
Punks. That must be the foreign title.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know
There's no
how
foreign
this
title.
how this movie came to be chosen. I was not here last week.
What a bummer.
Thank
What
you
happened
all
to you
for
last
filling
week?
in.
Yeah, what were you doing last week?
Just some stuff happened, and I
Going
had
to a
take
bookstore?
I went to a
Getting-
bookstore. I found Jesus.
Converting a band from the
I am a new
bookstore.
man.
You have a tennis
So-
court.
I have a tennis court now. That's all pre-show stuff. But anyways, last week's movie, Warriors of Justice. Is that what that was called?
Oh man,
Yeah.
man, you missed that. That was
Invitation
so
to
fun.
Die.
It was very, very,
You missed a
very
real
fun.
fun one, man.
It was a shitty job.
And that's a new regular
Best
clip.
quote ever.
I did listen to the episode. I see that there's man ass and man bush in the movie.
Yes.
There's all sorts of bushes.
There's all sorts, yeah.
So I'm thinking movie of the year.
There's
just
a
based
rake
on that.
fight.
There's a rake
Yeah.
fight.
The rake
Oh,
fight
rake.
was pretty epic.
I don't
was
see
pretty
no
awesome.
leaves around here.
What do you
I
do
like-
with that rake?
I like a rake fight in a movie. We all know that. So maybe I will watch this before the end of the year.
You should.
Oh, man, you gotta
It's gonna
watch
be-
it,
It's
yeah.
gonna be.
Yeah, it's fun.
Up in there.
That's definitely a candidate for movie of the year.
Yeah.
I do remember the last time when someone wasn't here, like I think Spiv wasn't here. I said that I love Spiv and I miss him. And that's what I said when you weren't here. But when I'm not here, feel like it's not as nice. That's all I'm saying. Some of the comments cut a little deep.
Is that directed at Spiv or all of us?
I believe the show ended with you all agreeing that it would be much better if I never returned.
Well, we were so much more happier and upbeat. Like, I don't know.
I thought
Fair.
that's what
we just
we
tested
did. When someone isn't here,
Yeah.
we just make
I
fun
don't
of
think
them.
I've ever.
Generally.
I don't think I've ever said anything that mean. What?
You bash me every time I'm not here.
I don't think we were that
No.
mean.
He
Even check
bashes
out
you
your
when you're
YouTube channel,
here.
man.
Well,
I
that's
don't.
because he's my brother.
I was nice to everybody the whole time. Everything I did was nice.
Dude, what the hell is that?
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, boy.
And then of course Gollum.
Gollum.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I blurred the below
Thank you.
because
I thank you for that.
yeah, I didn't want it to be interpreted
It's
any
a
differently.
family show.
All right. So we're back. Exciting news is that this Sunday is Rebecca's birthday.
Yeah.
The word on the street is Rebecca has her birthday wheel that we will be spinning
25?
today.
Is that what it is?
She
So it's
just
not a
picked
wheel.
it.
I just picked one.
Even better.
Okay.
That sounds great. And we're coming to near to the end of the year after this. We only have a few weeks left. We're not going to be able to fit in the rest of the witchcrafts before the end of the year.
What?
On to
There's only two more.
2024.
Well, there's always
It's
a
like
new
only
year.
2 weeks open after
By
this.
then
'cause
there'll be
we go-
another one.
Yeah, that's true.
Merry
There would be
Dickmas.
Why
Or
not?
we just do 2 and 1.
No, I
Dude, that might
barely
be
have a
too
will to live
much.
right now, and I
It sounds like the
subtitle.
subtitle to a witchcraft movie.
2 and 1.
All right, let's get into Generation Extinct. AJ, can you tell me what the 1995?
96.
95.
You
Seven, I
suck,
think?
man.
It has to be later.
You're not
Yes,
cool.
97.
97. Thrill
Not
Ride
funny.
Generation Extinct is about.
Bobby has a problem.
I'm a fucking psychopath.
Yuppies.
He hates rich Volvo driving yuppies.
Don't we all?
And he
bit
blames the death of his friend on one.
Even though it was the other guy.
Will Bobby seek revenge?
Yes.
Well, yeah, yes.
Or will he just get a
attempt
brick
to.
to the face?
And I'm punching
Find out
your face
in Generation X. Stinks.
If there's one thing that stinks, it's this movie.
Thank you, AJ. That was great. 1997, a year in which I don't remember anything, but I was 12. And so let's go back to that time of being 12 and get a little context for the movie and the year it was
You were
released.
12 in
That's
1997?
probably the year I
Jesus.
met you, Chris.
I think I was 12. I was born in 85.
Yeah,
So
tracks.
if you carried the 1, yeah, 12.
That math is mathin'.
Dude, I just did long division with Miranda
You're
earlier.
like Walter Matthau.
Yikes.
Pretty much like, you know, like Matt Damon in that movie, Good Will
You feel
Hunting?
smart, right?
Yeah, I just walk by things and I just figure it out now.
Wait a couple of years.
You know what I mean? You think I'm like a janitor or I'm cleaning something up, but really I'm solving problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the dirt on the floor.
Like the dirt. People say me and Matt Damon have a lot in common, and we look a lot
Yeah.
alike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just need
People
Gus
say
Van
that.
Sant directing your life.
People say
What's
that.
12, what's 12 divided by 5, Chris?
Exactly. It's time to move on and do the history holds. So here we go.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Meatloaf.
Whoa.
That's exactly who I thought it was, Chris.
Yeah. Doesn't it
Looks
look
a lot
like meatloaf? Now it doesn't.
little bit.
Now it's creep loaf.
Ah,
Why are you so much redder? You're like trumped underneath.
your teeth are blinding me.
Teeth are so
Dude.
white.
Yeah, your whitening has got out of control.
Yeah, it's not. They're not that white.
It's like
Come
the
on now.
surface of the sun on your
Impressive,
teeth right
man.
now.
Who's your
They're not
dentist?
that white. I did just get them cleaned. I got them cleaned yesterday, but still, they are not that white in real life. Come on now. It's the camera. It's all about the camera. It adds.
Camera always
10
adds
pounds.
20 pounds and weight
20 pounds
shit
of
out of your
white,
teeth.
white your teeth. Okay, then. So let's talk about this film, Generation Extinct. Revenge is a dish best served sweet.
Is that what it says?
Really?
It's one of the taglines for this movie.
That's an awful tagline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible. Oh, well, terrible.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so this movie was released in 1997. There's nothing about when in 1997. So just a quick highlight of 1997 in film. We have Titanic. My heart went on and never stopped.
Oh, that's not it. That's
Titanic.
oh, get off. Shut your.
Remember that came in like
Please.
3 VHSs? It was so fucking long.
I was in that theater for like a year.
AJ, I want you to paint me like one of your French girls.
Oh, man.
The Lost World, Jurassic Park,
Oh, what a bad movie.
Men in Black,
It's great.
That's the
Tomorrow Never Dies. Air Force One, Get Off My Plane.
Yeah.
Quality.
As Good as It Gets. Liar, Liar, My Best Friend's Wedding, The Fifth Element.
It's great.
Oh,
defense.
man. Classic.
Give me the cash. And The Full Monty.
Nice.
Gosh.
Fun one.
90s were a great time to be alive.
Yeah.
Did anyone
There's a
watch
lot of
that
great
Full
shit.
Monty show?
Can you imagine being
No.
alive today?
It looked
as
good.
As a 12-year-old?
Doing the
Yeah,
musical
teach
The
them
Full
all
Monty
day
is where
long.
I met my husband. He was showing his
a fun
ass.
That's awesome.
Nice.
I was a stage manager, and he was showing his ass.
You're like, I want that.
You're hired. I'm
think-
already working. No, to be my husband.
I think we had a picture of when you saw it. This is
I
what
know.
you were.
I was like,
What is that from?
Is that from? Yeah.
Is that from
I'm so happy that I'm Facebook friends with Lindsay now
I know.
for stuff like that. When it comes up, I'm like, well,
What is up with your eyes in that thing? You know,
I'm mid blink. And he didn't go a few frames forward to when my eyes
you
were
didn't
fully
post that?
open. No, I did not post
Okay, I was
that.
gonna say, why would anybody post that?
Right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I look high and
Favorite
judgmental.
picture.
Yeah, you do.
You're judging
You're
that
like you're in
ass.
like a Joe Dirt movie or something.
Oh,
man.
shit.
Okay,
What is that?
go ahead, Spiv.
No, I was just wondering what the. Oh, I see it. Okay. Never mind.
What?
Come up on my feed here, but I see it now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll have to
I was
like
just
it and
wondering
bump
where
it
that
up.
was from.
Okay, so
Who's
our
the guy
writer.
next to you? He's got
my God.
massive biceps.
He owns a gym. It's a documentary about his life.
Okay.
And I played his sister
You don't look very impressed.
in the past from the 70s.
Those muscles.
Like his
Anyway.
biceps bigger than your head. Anywho's. Aaron, these history holes take forever.
Yeah, they
what's
do.
going on, man?
They get a little out of control.
All right, our writer and director for this film is Michael Pasito. Pasito?
Yes. Yes,
believe.
Michael.
Michael Pasito.
Yes.
Yes, he's done a few things. Okay. Most importantly, he directed or wrote the screenwriter. He was the lead screenwriter for The Jurassic Dead.
Yes. Look at this
Ian's got to
crossover.
be like a huge fan of
Ian
this
just
guy,
shit
I'm
his
sure.
pants somewhere.
Ian just, he's like a sexual tyrannosaurus. Arrgh! What's up with my face
Zombie
here?
dinosaurs?
Yes. Yes. Zombie dinosaurs.
Did you guys
So-
see that Mike Portnoy is back in Dream Theater?
Did.
What?
Is that
That's
crazy?
like the
Yeah.
greatest
How did that
news
happen?
ever. Yeah.
I don't know.
They were so
Anyway,
angry at
sorry,
him.
sorry, Aaron. You said something about Mike Petrucci or something, and it reminded me. Continue.
Pasito?
That's yeah.
Okay.
It's reminding me of Mike Portnoy.
Yeah, so this guy's done a few other things. He wrote Mistress of Seduction.
This is AJ's kind of movie written all over it.
Her female
Absolutely.
lust cannot be quenched.
Those look pretty cool. Though.
It does look pretty cool.
That cover is pretty cool.
That is a pretty good cover, guys.
So this did introduce me to a new category of film because the very first
Lindsay's eating. She's eating. Lindsay's eating candy on the show.
Oh,
Oh, Starburst.
Did you just say you just
You
choked on a
sound like one of my
Starburst?
students.
right. Shocker,
Miss
right?
Rebecca, she's eating candy.
She's eating
Drink
back
soda too.
here. Shut up, narc.
Oh god. Okay, so yes, this movie, the review title for that film was quite amateurish, typical of seduction cinema lesbo light.
What? Lesbo
Oh,
light?
wow.
Lesbo?
Yeah.
Light?
Sounds like a new genre we're gonna check out.
Softcore lesbian porn.
Yeah, I suppose that's what that is.
Lots of touching.
Yep. They also had Alice in Wasteland.
It's a cool name.
He directed or wrote Hellcat, which is about
shit.
a UFC
looks
fighter
cool.
or MMA fighter in hell.
Oh,
Oh, that
wow.
sounds
Gross.
cool.
That's kind of that one actually sounds
like
pretty
a
cool.
That
arena
sounds pretty
movie,
cool.
Yeah.
Fight your
Yeah.
demons, sing
Yeah.
your soul.
Ooh.
It's got a 2.8 on IMDb, so it's bound to be
Ooh.
amazing.
Right in our wheelhouse.
Aaron, have you ever
Right?
thought about going just mustache? Because it doesn't look terrible.
It's kind of working.
Dude,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monster Force Zero looks cool too.
I am not going just mustache.
I don't know. Think about it.
No, I
You don't look
thought
like
about it.
Farva from what's it called?
Exactly. That's why I don't
Super
want to do that.
Troopers?
Some Super Troopers. Yeah.
Super Troop.
Like a liter of cola.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, Monster Force, man. That
Yes,
looks cool.
Monster Force Zero is
This looks
the
cool.
most, one of the most recent ones that he wrote. I'm trying to find. Sorry, now I'm
looks
all
fun.
fucked up here. I got the browser in the wrong place. This one's from 2021. It looks pretty silly and fun. It might actually be pretty cool.
might have
Again,
to
the
punch that one.
2.8. Oh, actually, that one's a
We were done an
3.7.
animated movie?
It's not animated.
Oh.
Oh.
Now, some
Yeah,
of the
it's
stills
just
look
not-
really cool. I was clicking through it.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I don't know.
I want to.
So
do the
we might want to check
Mangler.
that one out.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I'm all disheveled now. Shit,
You're
what the
fine.
hell was I doing?
Monster Force.
Okay, yeah. So the other thing we should talk about for this is our soundtrack. Quite a bit of the music was written by a band called Wig.
Wig.
Yep, but also
Like the old political party or the
yes, yeah. A lot of songs were also written by Itchy Wiggle Christ,
Yeah.
What? Okay.
which sounds
Sure,
like a
that's the
name you
real
come up
name.
with if you were on meth. You're like,
Oh, they're from Detroit, right?
yeah.
And
So
shock
yeah,
therapy.
songs like "Story of My Life," "Kill Me," "Kill Me's" on there twice because reasons. "Gun Groove," 10 Seconds, "Drain," "Lion's Mouth," "Last Tuesday's Child," "Vitriol," "Ace 100," "West," "Make Way," "Cock of Nothing," "Chicken Puss," "Racing Trains," and "Will Work for Food."
Chicken Puss?
Yeah,
Chicken Puss
Okay.
racing trains.
Chicken
Oh.
Push / Racing Trains. By the
Alright.
hula poppers. Shit, no, sorry, hula poopers.
Hooba stank.
No, sorry, it's the hula poppers.
The
Damn it.
reason.
The hula poopers is a much better name for a band. We found our band name, the hula poopers.
Oh, the hula poopers. I'm ready.
There's not a whole lot else to talk about this. There's really not much to find as far as it was filmed, I think, in Michigan, I believe is where it
Yeah.
was filmed.
Yeah. Michigan.
This is obviously super low budget film.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's move along so I can get rid of this weird mustache.
All right, Aaron. Thank you for that history hole.
I'm sorry it was so bad, but yeah.
No, it's fine.
No, it's good.
All right. Time to move on and talk
Patronize
about
me. Patronize
evolution
me.
generation X-tinct. Here we go. Hey everyone, this is Chris, and just reminding you in the still of tonight to go to patreon.com/badmovienightshow and sign up. For $2 a month, you get access to the exclusive bonus podcast pre-show, as well as other bonuses. That's patreon.com/badmovienightshow. All right, time to talk about Generation X-tinct. AJ, what did you think of the Generation X-tinct?
Wasn't quite what I thought it was gonna be when we watched the trailer. This movie had like weird tonal things happening
Yeah.
in it. It's very dark and disturbing at times. And then at other times it's like gets very serious, and then sometimes it's just like a really bad movie and bad scenes are happening. It came out in '97. The whole time I was watching this, I was like, this feels like extremely influenced by like Larry Clark stuff,
Yeah.
like his movie Kids, which came out in '96, and I bet you
Yeah.
I almost guarantee it, or '95, that influenced this movie. It has like same
Good
kind of
thought.
like street mentality and like rawness, but at the same time, it has bad acting in it and bad writing at times. But I don't know. It's a weird collage of things. I don't think it's necessarily a terrible movie all the way through. Sometimes it's pretty good. I don't know. It's a weird movie. I don't think we've quite seen something like this on the show before.
Kind of remind me of Deadbeat at Dawn. Remember that one?
Okay, yeah, a little
Yeah.
bit like
Deadbeat
like
at
the
Dawn was
rawness.
way better
Yeah.
than this.
Yes.
Yeah,
But it had that same just
Sensibilities,
Dry,
yeah.
but this is like so dark, like
miserable and dark.
like yeah.
So, kind of liked it.
I kind of liked it.
Okay. Aaron, what'd you
It's
think?
right up AJ's alley.
Kind of liked it.
Yeah, I
dark.
didn't hate it. I found the main character, who's basically a psychopath, like obnoxious and annoying and whiny. I wanted to punch him in the face, like pretty much everybody else in this movie has done.
Dude, he was like racist and
He was awful.
Well, I thought that's
thought
what
that
he was
at
doing
first.
at first, but he called everybody the same
Yeah,
thing.
I think it was just the era.
So yeah.
maybe. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I know. At first, I was
It's
like, "Oh,
just
is he going to be
90s.
horribly racist the whole time?"
Michigan
But
slang. I don't know.
yeah, no, it definitely it has its moments. It's super low budget. It is dark as hell. There's nothing really redeeming about any of the characters. Like there's nobody to like or care about. Yet somehow it's not boring. I'm really
Yeah.
torn on this one. Not sure how I feel. I feel really just like I'm not sure why I even and contemplating why I might like this, but I kind of do.
Rebecca.
Yeah, I had put in the Slack how surprised I was how dark this movie was, especially when it has comedy as listed as one of its descriptors on Tubi.
I mean, maybe if you
Like,
eat
it
boogers
just-
for a living or something, you find this funny.
Well, but there's some parts where they are trying to be silly and funny.
Yeah.
And then the next scene, there's someone committing suicide, and it's like super
Graphic.
dark. And
Yeah.
like, it's just too much of a switch for me. Like it was too hard to keep with it because of those shifts being so sudden and heavy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lindsay, what'd you think?
This thing was a tonal nightmare of a movie. The tone was just all over the place. There were many times while I was watching this saying to myself, is this supposed to be funny? I don't get it. The lead actor, the lead character was so unlikable. And when you have a main character, you can have unlikable main characters, but there has to be something that the
You don't
audience
feel
can.
sorry- you don't even feel
you don't
sorry
feel
for him.
empathy or
Right.
or sympathy or anything for him at all. He's just a piece of shit, is what he is. And it reminded me a lot of like they were trying to do Train Spotting a little bit in a way. But even in that, they're a bunch of shitty people, but they have endearing qualities about
Right.
them.
They're
And
still
you
human.
see them struggle with what
Right.
they're doing, and you see them look back and regret things, et cetera, et cetera. In this, there's none of that. It was just a very ugly movie, and I did not like it at all. I could not understand. I'm like, what point is the filmmaker trying to make here? What's the point? Generation Extinct, is this supposed to be like, oh, we're Generation X and we're angsty and we just do this awful shit all?
just
I
like
don't get it. I don't get
Super
it.
nihilistic. Like
Yeah,
there's no hope, no future.
This movie sucked.
Big fan. Spiv, what'd you think?
Yeah, kind of along the same lines as everyone else here. I mean, it came out after, but like kind of a Requiem for a Dream feel.
Yeah.
Like nothing goes right for this guy. But unlike
his
that
fault.
movie where like you feel sorry for them,
Right.
it's this guy brings it all on himself, and
Right.
you know, you're kind of
He's just
glad
a
that he
shitbag.
gets shot at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did find the detective pretty funny, but
The music definitely adds to that too.
and they
Even when
always
he
played,
was,
the
like-
swanky funk stuff
When he was doing
on
all of his
screen.
police brutality with his little gun.
This little
Tiny little
shoots that
gun.
kid in the back of the sidewalk. Oh, that's a great scene.
Go back
We're
in
gonna
your
talk
house,
about
it's
that.
police business.
I really thought that was going to be a lighter or something.
Yeah, it
scene was
looks like a
ridiculous.
lighter.
It doesn't look like
It
a.
probably
like
is.
It's
It looks like a
22.
single shooter.
Yeah,
Pea
Kinda-
shooter.
like the
Kinda
ones
bullet.
people keep in their purse that has like literally a single. Yeah, weird.
Yeah, but yeah,
So
the whole
you're-
movie, yeah, it's just it was dark and nothing
Yeah.
to like about. I mean, yeah, like what's the point of the movie? I'm not quite sure.
Get it.
It's just to make you feel like shit.
But it didn't make me
Mission
feel
accomplished.
Like shit. It made me think that he was a piece of shit, and so okay, is that the point of the movie?
was
No, but I
dirt-
think,
it ma-
like from my perspective as a reasonably well-adjusted human being, like just to think that there's people that like live like that,
Yeah,
it's
I
like
mean,
hard
maybe
to
like with
understand and like
maybe with the title, like it's
Understand.
making a commentary on like how the boomers are keeping the Gen Xers down or something.
Well, there
I
was
don't
this
know.
whole rich versus poor kind of narrative
Yeah.
There
subtext,
was, there
and
was.
Definitely.
it was, but they
Like
they
street
handled
kids
it
versus,
yeah,
like,
they handled
society.
it very poorly,
Yeah.
very poorly.
that black metal band did not do very good in that fight.
And that guy just straight up murders people.
Right?
that scene-
It's perfectly
Real
We'll have to
sad.
talk about that scene because that's like the real serious twist, like dark turn.
Yeah, 'cause you
in the
think it's
movie.
gonna
I'm like,
go
wow,
one
this is
way,
really
yeah,
dark.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, because
You
they're,
can't fight
they're
against the
supposed to
rich
be
people.
like they don't have their shit together enough to do this, but then when one ends up dying, it's like, oh,
Yeah,
Shit. Chris, you didn't get to give your thing yet. We're already talking about the movie.
They didn't even like mourn the death of that
No.
girl.
no,
no.
I forgot
They
she
didn't
died
even
because I was like, what
acknowledge
happened
it
to that
after the fact? Like,
Steve Buscemi did
does.
say,
Steve Buscemi
Leaf.
is perfect. Yeah.
"You
Yeah,
got to do
it is
something
perfect.
about it. He killed your
Dolphin's
girl."
dead.
I do like that idea though, in that they're gonna try to do something horrible to this person, it goes completely wrong. Like that's a cool idea.
But not in like a Fargo comedy kind of way,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And
like a black comedy. It's just like repulsive and sad.
Yeah. It just didn't hit. Yeah.
I am along the lines with everybody else. It's very nihilistic. It made me feel gross and dirty by the end. I wasn't necessarily not interested while I was watching it. I didn't find it funny at all, even though like out of context some of these scenes, because the acting is bad, the writing sometimes is bad, and there's definitely moments where you see like a sound guy and there's like reflectors and shots and lights and shit.
It was definitely very low budget.
But none of it's funny, especially at the time. And then it gets super dark, super grim. That coerced suicide scene was terrible.
It's horrible.
And I don't know. I was like, again, I felt kind of sad by the end of the whole thing. And I don't know if I liked it, but I didn't hate it. So I don't know.
But you watched it to the
I
end.
watched it to the end.
Yeah.
There's
Held
like
your
some cool.
attention.
There's some cool stuff in it too. Like there's some of the '90s soundtrack, not just the. So there's like other stuff that I kind of dug. I don't know.
There was
It's
some
okay.
decent music in there mixed in, intermixed with that. Yeah, but that song was just overplayed.
But the whole premise was weird because it starts with his friend owing $800 to the mafia guy.
Nail is the guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Mr. Papa's
it's-
on chair.
It's a weed debt.
Mr. Papa John's owes $800 for weed. That's a lot of fucking weed.
Seriously.
In the
Holy shit.
90s?
Yeah, it is. It's a huge
The
amount.
90s? My God.
So that is his friend of our lead character. And
Yeah.
our lead character treats him almost as bad, if not worse, than the
Right.
guy who's going to kill him. So I didn't quite
He
understand
does
that
that to
friendship.
everybody, though.
Yeah.
You know, people
It's
like
like,
that,
uh,
where they're just
Everybody like
awful to
that.
their friends.
Yeah.
Like, it's one
Yeah.
thing to
That's how
have,
they
like, we tease
It's
each
like-
other, but
It's like when I'm not here and guys say like the meanest shit about me and stuff.
or
at
they
the end of an
post like
episode.
horrible pictures of you mid blink.
Kind of like that's also like where I got like that vibe for like Kids, the movie, because the movie's like that too, where the guy's like an awful guy to his friends all the time, and that is like a thing that happens. It's interesting.
Difference with kids is that they're literally kids. This guy doesn't
Yeah.
look that young.
No.
He's like 25.
He's a
dude.
Gen Xer in the late 90s.
Well, and the motivations for everything they do in this movie, they're just morons.
Yeah.
They're all morons.
Yeah.
Like,
Losers.
no, it was that
They're
rich guy
idiots.
that we shoved a diaper in his face. He's the one who snuck into the diner and killed my friend. What?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
doesn't even.
They're just really stupid people
So stupid.
doing stupid stuff.
So the whole
bringing
premise there
everybody down with them.
is that guy gets shanked for owing $800 for weed. So his friend, the jerk,
Who's
is
taking
gonna-
a shit?
who's
during-
taking a
Yeah.
shit during time,
Well,
is going
it's
to
important,
avenge his
Chris.
death.
What do you have to do before you take a shit?
Take your
Yeah,
hat.
take
Take
your
your
hat
hat
off.
off.
For good luck.
Before
What
you
kind of
finish your
luck do you
It's
need
bad
in-
luck
in
to wear a
the
hat while
toilet?
taking a crap.
Is it going to get like stuck in there or something if you do wear a hat? I've worn
You're
hats.
getting too
and taken-
sweaty? Is that
Butthole
why you
might
can't
get
wear a
sucked
hat?
to hell.
That's
Creates
2
too much
weeks ago.
suction.
That's the sequel to
Halloween
Drag Me to
party.
Hell, AJ.
Butthole to hell.
Suck
The
me to
worst
hell.
fucking movie I've ever seen.
What? Drag Me to Hell's
What?
great.
That movie's
my
so much
God.
fun.
Oh, it's
It's
terrible.
so much fun.
Why is it rated so highly?
It's dumb.
It's
but
classic,
terrible.
classic Raimi. It's like Evil Dead
It's
2
great.
style.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I
That's
hated
great.
it.
Go watch Kids on repeat.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's super uplifting.
I know.
So dark.
So, but okay. So the whole confusion is he's trying to take revenge on the wrong guy,
Yeah.
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 Which you think's gonna come back around, right?
and there's never,
It never
No.
it never figures it out.
That's
Yeah.
because he's an idiot. That's part of the like
They're all
whole
so
thing. They're just
stupid, yeah.
idiots. They're just like stupid street kids.
I do like how the drug dealer is talking to them about it, and they're mentioning that it's Thunderballs or whatever that guy's name was.
Yeah.
Thunder Goldberg.
Yeah.
Thunder Goldberg. And he's like, oh, okay.
That's the
Like,
thing
yeah.
with Bobby's character, though.
Mhm.
He's just like angry. He's so angry all the time. He just directs it at anything, and that's
He's
like the movie.
He's a shitbag.
But there's no explanation or exposition of why he's so angry. He's just an asshole.
That's
Yeah,
just-
he's just a
yeah.
dick.
It's like
Gen X.
I,
Gen X is
everybody.
angry.
yeah, and
He's got no
Excuse me.
money.
He has
and
no
he's got
backstory.
no prospects, and
He drives a Geo Tracker. I mean, that's why he's angry.
With a tarp for a back window.
There you go. I solved the movie.
And the Thunder guy is also dating the girl that he likes.
yeah.
So of
Yeah.
course he wants.
Yes.
He's like, nope,
Yeah.
it was
He's
that
been
guy that
wronged
did it.
in so many ways by him.
What did you think of this guy, like Bobby, and his acting?
It's fucking.
It was over the top.
Sometimes it
Way
was like
bad.
really raw and intense. I was like, wow, this is pretty intense. And then other times it's like, this is terrible. Like, why did
I
they
think
put this
with
in
a little
here?
more mature role and
Yeah.
a little more practice, he might actually be able to pull off something.
'Cause he's just
decent.
screaming the whole movie.
Yeah,
like,
he thinks
I've
this is
seen
an
this scene.
intense scene, so I need to
Yeah.
be yelling.
yeah.
Well, and it probably doesn't help the actors too with the tonal shifts. Like,
Oh my god!
how
no.
do you roll with that where you're being silly and goofy with the guy at the bar and then
Yeah.
What every time the cop came on, he it played like porno music, and his name was Detective John Holmes, which isn't that like an
Oh,
old school
yeah.
porno guy? Like the,
Yes, yes.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Well, and I
So-
was wondering if they were trying to do some kind of like black exploitation homage with him or something like that, but it didn't work.
dude, he turns out
It
to be a
worked.
scumbag.
It was really stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's terrible.
Everyone in the movie is terrible.
He assumes everyone is guilty. He makes the friend he wiretaps the friend, who then ends up killing himself over guilt and stuff, even though he didn't really do anything wrong. And then at the end, he gets the tape and he hears that
Destroys the evidence.
that like he was wrong about everything, and he just destroys it.
That
Yeah.
was such a dark ending.
So dark.
It's like, oh my god. They
And then
should
when
just put
the-
it so bad.
Yeah, and then when the cop is called out to the botched home invasion, he's like, "Well, how do I know you didn't break her neck and then set all this up and then call me? It's some ex-girlfriend." And it's like, "What the fuck?
They should
This
just play
makes
the movie
no
straight.
sense."
They should just played it straight. It would have worked better. It's just like super serious.
It would
It's
have.
mostly straight, except for the cop, I feel like.
Oh, and the
Well, and
the guy at the
that
bar.
drunk at
right?
the
Yeah, the
bar.
bar guy's over the top.
Oh,
of it.
yeah,
who
was
is
Well,
super
that guy
drunk,
looks
but
so
he's
familiar.
drinking O'Doul's.
Yes.
That guy just looked. Maybe it's a voice. His voice sounds very familiar.
Well, and also the way that they shot it, and
Spit on
also
his car.
Oh,
And the
it's
way
so
it's-
gross.
Jesus.
the way it's edited too is edited like a comedy.
What was he? How come when he spits, there's like chunks of things?
Ew,
No, it's
so
just
I don't know. It's
disgusting.
it's just disgusting.
Let's not
just
talk about
filled
that,
with
please.
grossness.
I mean, that would upset you if someone spit on your car like that.
I would have
Yeah.
beat his ass.
No.
Well, he eventually kind of does, right?
Oh.
Yeah, that whole fucking scene.
Oh, I
goddamn.
forgot about
Yeah,
that.
that was
That's
getting
super
dark, too. Man, that's
That was
So-
very dark.
Okay,
Choices.
so let's set some of that up. So our lead character goes on quite the adventures of trying to get his revenge on the guy who didn't do anything wrong. So they go to his house late at night, in which case one of his friends gets his neck snapped by the rich guy.
So
Her
dark.
they
neck
just
snapped.
Yeah, and they just leave her
dark.
and,
Dolphin.
and don't even care. And from then on out, it's him meandering around
Yeah.
trying to get
Trying
a
to
shot,
get a
trying to get a
gun,
gun.
yeah.
Trying to get a
Get
gun,
a
which he
gun,
can't do
yeah.
either.
He goes to the drug den of the guy who actually did do the murder, but he's oblivious to it. He eventually ends up getting a shotgun because his friend commits suicide in front of him, and he takes that shotgun. But then that shotgun is immediately stolen.
But
was
who
okay,
are
that
those
was-
people? Who are those
Random
people?
people?
Just
I don't
random
know.
people?
I don't understand that.
So then they go to the bar where they all sit at the one corner of the bar, even though it's completely empty, and they go to play dice in the basement. So he's going to play dice with the guy who the old fat guy who burned his hand, and then the
Yeah,
guy he
and
thinks is
Thunderballs.
the
Is the
guy he wants to
murderer.
kill. And they play dice, and he wins a lot of money. And then he does one more dice roll with the other guy and loses all his money.
Loses fucking everything.
Yeah.
That's the thing, though. I feel like these people are real people, though. Like,
Yeah.
these are
Oh,
people
yeah,
in like the
absolutely. Okay.
world for sure.
Have you ever known somebody that's just a shitbag
Yeah,
that
just
just
like
can't get their
this,
shit
yeah.
together?
And then
This
he
is how they
goes
are.
to assault the bartender lady as she's leaving, and he gets a brick to the face,
That was so intense.
which
scene.
was very intense.
It's so intense.
Fuck.
This
movie's so dark.
That's a great scene.
So then he goes to the drug house again, gives the guy $250 of his money from the government, unemployment money.
unemployment check.
Says he'll sell him the other stuff from the house. So then they drug him, put him in the basement, so the guy from the bar can come down and rape him.
Yeah.
So dark.
He pays money to do it. Yeah.
At this point, I'm like, what are we doing? Maybe Detroit
All
shouldn't
over
come
the
back.
place.
You're
so
supposed to be
freaking dark.
unconscious.
So he gets out of that though, confronts the guy who wouldn't give him the gun. He sells him a gun, but it turns out it's a fake gun,
Yes.
which at the end ends up getting
Yeah.
him killed.
Okay, that's kind of
Yeah,
funny when you put it that
levels.
way.
Levels on this movie, man. I mean, that's what I mean. Like, there's some interesting concepts in here and
But
story.
they
like,
do it
you know,
so poorly.
they do.
Oh
but
my god.
I wasn't bored at all with the story, even though it's just like so bleak.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you do like bleak things.
Well,
It's like if they would've just-
20, right?
Yeah, if they would have just made something about this main character that the audience could identify with or relate
Well-
to, something to
Yeah.
not make him look like the biggest
He
piece
needs like
of
a
shit
younger
ever.
brother that got murdered or something. Something that's like,
Something.
that.
yeah,
Anything.
a little bit. Yeah.
If he was actually friendly with his friend and they had an
Yeah.
endearing relationship and,
Yeah, something.
Right.
and then he was a shitbag because of what happened, but he was a
Yeah.
shitbag to his friend at the beginning.
Right? Right off the bat.
But that is the one thing that we can latch onto is like, oh, he wants to avenge his friend.
yeah.
Sure.
But does he really, or is it just an excuse?
It's
to just
because he's
kill
he's
somebody?
he's being blamed for it. Is the, more of a big reason why he's upset. I don't know.
Yeah, it
it's
doesn't
just
actually
his-
seem to
even
be
his
that
friends
I
upset
think he's
about
just
it.
upset. He's just one of these guys that's upset at everybody and needs
Yeah.
doesn't need a
Not of the
reason to
world.
like go after people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
It's the
he's
yuppies'
never got to
fault.
feel a fair deal, right? Because he's an idiot.
Smells like teen spirit up in here.
It's an American story for sure.
oh my
The
god.
very end, he has a
He has this
dream moment
Yeah.
of killing the guy and being with the girl. He kind of looks like Dan Aykroyd sometimes.
A little
He
bit.
kind of looks. He reminded me a
bit.
little of Bill Hader.
I can see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
see
for
that.
sure.
Bill
Did you see that guy do
Aykroyd.
that back bend? He's like, he's bent at the knees. Look at this. Watch as he falls. There, but now look. Hold on. Wait for it. There.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. I couldn't do that.
Painful
they
in
just-
death.
Yeah, I don't know.
ACLs are both torn.
Yeah.
And then we have this great music at the end.
Fuck about these corporate slaves. Man, they claim that they gon' climb the ranks just cause they got a little bit of bank. Suck my dick, bitch.
I like the part where it goes,
dick.
suck my dick.
It's a
Bitch.
raw movie, man.
Those corporations think they're all that because they got a little bank.
It's really interesting though, like comparatively to the trailer, how
Oh
crazy
god, yeah.
different this movie is than what
I
we
did
thought we were
not
gonna
The
get.
trailer looks so much fun.
Yeah, it looked funny and it looked kind of silly action. I was
Oh,
like, what
and
is
it's
this
just
gonna
this
be?
is just garbage.
Yep.
Oh man.
Garbage.
Anything else with the Generation Extinct?
I just
wanna
don't
say
get
some
what
more
the
of these, man.
point what the point was. It's like what's
There
the
wasn't
point? What's the point?
Was the guy who wrote it like old?
No.
I
It's
don't
probably a
think
Gen
so.
Xer. This was his
Probably
first
Gen-
movie.
Yes.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
wait, is
Yeah.
Michelle?
That's a girl's name too, or a boy's name too.
Michel.
If he's French.
Maybe he
Michel.
changed his name.
Yeah, I can't find anything. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's it seems like a biting criticism of this generation.
Yeah.
It's a good thing
It's just
we
like, I don't like
millennials
them,
came
but yeah.
around and fixed things.
It's an interesting, portrayal of like that era, I guess.
I mean, clearly the
90s
filmmaker
Detroit,
felt
yeah.
like it was a very hopeless time to be alive. The 90s, when
Yeah,
housing
just
prices
so
were
awful.
amazing, everything was affordable, jobs.
You think
Or
you'd be seeing
booming.
stuff like this from the current generations, like Gen Zers making
God.
films would be stuff that's very bleak, right?
Yeah.
You would think, but I don't know. All the Gen Zers I know like just watch old stuff. Like,
All the
there's
Gen
no,
Zers I know watch
current
these stupid
media.
back rooms and fucking
Oh,
Skinamarink.
yeah.
I already posted on the Slack about how stupid
Skinamarink.
that fucking movie is.
That was terrible.
And they're like, it's the scariest thing. I'm like, nothing fucking happens. How is this scary?
That's what's
Because
scary
you have
about
to
it,
sit
Chris.
there with your thoughts.
It's not even any
terrifying.
character. There's no dialogue. There's nothing. There's no story. Anyways,
It's called
I digress.
Skinamarink.
Good ink, good ink.
All right,
Oh,
sorry.
Lois and Bram. Remember them?
Time to move on.
I suppose.
All right, AJ,
Sure.
would you recommend the Generation Extinct?
I'm going to recommend it. It's a weird movie. It wasn't what I expected. Super dark, but also kind of an oddity. I don't think we've seen anything quite like this, of this kind of tonal shifts and stuff. So in that sense, I thought it was interesting. I was never bored through the movie. So that's always a good sign.
Aaron,
Pretty much what AJ said, but not recommending it.
Rebecca.
Yeah, I'm not going to recommend it.
I don't think it's for a lot of people. Sorry, Rebecca.
No, you're.
Who's next? Lindsay.
No, don't watch this movie. It's fucking terrible.
Spiv.
I'm kind of with AJ. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it for myself, but if you like these kind of like dark portrait of
If
an
you
era
hate
kind of
life.
movies, then yeah, it's
And
it's only
humanity.
an hour and a half, and it wasn't terrible, acting wise, or so.
Yeah, I agree.
Midway.
I hope he brings this grim, realistic look at the world to his next film, Mistress of Seduction, the lesbian vampire movie.
I
Which
do
we
think
are
we should
definitely
check
watching.
out the newer.
By the
Two
way,
of the newer films look pretty interesting, though.
Alison Wasteland
sounds Jurassic
May and Hell
Zombies.
and
I mean, the newest upcoming movie, Dino Knots, sounds cool.
how
That
was
I think it's a
Jurassic
cartoon.
Day?
well,
think
the
it's a
other
cartoon.
one he did, Monster Force Zero, has won some awards. It looks fun. I'd be down for checking that out.
Consolation prize. We watched one of his other movies.
I don't know. All right, time to move on and play a game. So here we go.
Game time, baby.
Your theories are the worst kind of puppet. Right? Your methods are sloppy and your conclusions are highly implicit. Shall we play?
Alrighty. We're going to talk about some different generations. Starting off, which president was the first member of the greatest generation to be president?
Which one's the greatest? That's before the boomers, right?
That's people.
That's
The silent
1930s,
generation before
1940s.
boomers, right? Greatest
Reagan.
greatest
Reagan.
1940s, right?
Murder?
Eisenhower.
Truman.
It is Kennedy.
Kennedy.
Oh,
I
he
know.
must
I
have
forgot about
been,
him.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What newsman coined the phrase "greatest generation"? Was it
Walter
Walter Cronkite?
Cronkite.
It's got to be Cronkite.
Dan
yeah.
Rather, Tom Brokaw, or Peter Jennings?
Dan Rather.
Peter Jennings.
Cronkite.
It was Tom Brokaw.
Oh, wow.
He even wrote a book about it.
book.
Oh, yeah, he did write the book. Fuck, I forgot about that.
He wrote the book.
Sorry, I have that stupid box on my screen. As it peaks, how many million? At its peak, sorry, how many million baby boomers were there?
Oh,
many?
ooh, let me go.
47 million.
Let me find out how many people are on
170
Facebook,
million.
and I'll let you know.
Ah,
Uh,
I was born after 64, Jacob.
No, you weren't.
So
20
my
million.
so my mom is greatest generation.
40 million?
That's interesting. I would
At
say
its
I
peak,
think
there
100
were-
million.
Whoop.
78.8.
There we go.
Yeah.
What are they at now?
78.8 million.
78.7 million.
We're about like 62.
Oh, now can we name all the faces in the
They
background?
increased somehow.
I see.
I see
see Wise.
Zuckerberg.
I see Wise.
Tom
and
Hanks.
Bill
I mean, I
Gates,
see the Amazon.
Oprah.
Oprah.
Still in those jobs, aren't
Jordan
they? Still
Peterson.
working. They're all
Schwarzenegger's
still
in
working,
there.
people.
Tom
Taking your
Hanks.
jobs. They
Is
won't
that
retire.
Dr. Doolittle?
Murphy?
Eddie
yeah.
They
Murphy.
refuse to retire.
Who's in the top right corner?
That's Wise.
Wozniak.
Wozniak.
Oh,
Bottom left is
gotcha.
Mark Levin. Above that's Oprah.
Samuel L. Jackson's down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's next to Arnold?
Oh, that lady? I don't know.
I don't know.
All right.
Okay. We did it.
That was a fun game.
There we go. What generation falls between the greatest generation and the baby boomer?
Oh, silent generation.
I knew that one.
Generation.
I knew that.
Oh, this thing.
You lose a
All
point.
right. Which president was the first from the silent generation?
That, I'm going to go Reagan.
Carter. I don't know.
Eisenhower.
I'm gonna keep saying Carter.
Abe Lincoln.
It is.
I have no idea. Is it Carter?
Joe Biden.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah.
Track Joe.
Sleepy Joe.
Need
Man,
to
he's
Photoshop
old.
his eyes open.
He is old.
Millennials make up what percentage of all
Oh
vegans?
god, like
God.
90%.
70%.
No, it's
No, it's gonna be like 45%.
that's like a hippies thing.
It's gonna be like a 45%.
I'm going to say 30%.
50.
33%.
No, there you go.
Yeah.
Should I go
Which
vegan?
generation was the first to have
Yes.
home computers? Was it Generation X, the Millennials, Silent Generation, or
I mean,
Generation
millennials
Probably
had
Gen
them.
X.
It's the Gen X.
Yeah,
probably.
Gen
X.
X.
Gen
Gen
X.
X for sure.
All right, I'm going
It
vegan
is.
starting now.
Oh, you can't drink that, Chris.
It's water.
Alpha? Generation X,
Exactly.
1960s to early 80s.
Is it
Can only
animal-free
eat
water?
plants. Can only drink water from a plant.
You get your protein. Get those beans going.
Dude,
all
how's
beans.
it okay to kill a plant? They're living.
That's
I'm
what
not
I
killing it. I'm
say.
drinking from it, Aaron.
So you're going to drink the essence of plant juice?
Yeah.
You can't drink cow's milk, though.
So why not just pour some water on a cow and then drink the water?
Maybe I will.
Is that still
Now
vegan?
you're thinking
That's
outside the box.
only-
That's what I
it-
like to hear.
It's only vegan if the cow likes it.
I'm gonna start a meatkin.
Yeah, it can't put the cow
Okay.
out to do that.
I don't even know what to do anymore. I guess I drink my milk from a cow by pouring it on it or something. Is that what you all said? And that makes it vegan somehow?
You gotta drink nut milk.
Yeah, almond milk.
AKA ground up nuts plus water.
Yes.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with almond milk. It's fine.
No, it's good.
Oh, there's a lot
Although-
wrong with it.
I don't drink milk in the first fucking place. Why am I replacing
the
milk?
milk with
That's
lactose
why your
removed
eye
is
keeps
the,
puffing
is the
up.
shit.
No, my eye keeps puffing up because I'm under an immense amount of stress in my life, Spit.
Because you're not drinking enough milk.
Yeah, that almond milk would fix that right up.
Cow water.
No, it wouldn't.
How do you
Might.
know?
You gotta try it.
How do you know? You
I'm
just
going to
gotta
quit
bathe
being
in it.
vegan like this if you guys don't stop.
Try rubbing some broccoli on your eyes. See if that helps.
All right. Hi, Rebecca, that was a good game. Thank you.
That was
is
a
the
good game.
This is my left eye.
Stop
This
touching
eye,
it.
that's-
I feel like I learned some stuff.
It's the other eye. That the other one looks red.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god, it's contagious.
They're just one big puffball.
All right, time to move on and do some listener feedback. Here we go.
I suggest we read some listener feedback, sir.
Make it so, number one.
Emails. You tiny little emails. You precious little emails. Where are you?
Last week we checked out Warrior of Justice / Invitation to Die, which is a much better title. This was a Sean pick. He's glad everyone enjoyed it so much. The villain's name, Verdugo, means butcher or executioner. He also did. He also did some Richard Lynch hair research for us.
Yay!
Oh, nice.
So, Lindsay, you and I were speculating that this may have been filmed prior to the 1995 release.
Yes.
So he checked through some of his early 90s films, compared the hair, and the closest match was from a Star Trek Next Gen episode called Gambit, where he played a space pirate.
Oh, that's
He
cool.
had similar hair, and those episodes were shot in 93.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice research.
That fits
Sean.
better.
Research.
David Black also liked it. Nice pick by Sean. A great, good, bad movie. I also enjoyed the ridiculous ChatGPT game.
Oh god,
I forgot
yes,
about
that's
that.
so awful.
That was
So bad.
We gotta
So
make that.
bad.
We got to make the ladder movie.
Yes, we do.
Oh, I forgot my ladder. Fuck. I was gonna bring my ladder in today. Oh.
Now you can't do your high kicks.
Well, What was the other
they've,
one? Yeah, look at the opponent in the eye or something like that.
So
How fucking short
stupid.
do you have to be? You need a ladder to look your opponent in the eye.
You're just upset because you didn't get any points.
Mm-hmm.
Alternate title: The Ballad of One-Eyed Jack. Your
He does
career
have
is
one eye.
shitty. Jesse Magers. This movie looks great. It's going to the top of my watch list. Good pick, Sean. Great show as always, everyone. I'm about to watch Generation X-tinct, and it looks fun.
Oh.
It did look fun. It did.
And then 2 hours
Got bait
later,
and switched.
2 hours later, Jesse posts, "Not sure fun was the right descriptor." Yeah. That does it for listener feedback on Warrior of Justice.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
even that cover that Aaron showed, the one guy is holding that awesome looking knife that never shows up in the movie.
Never is shown.
That, yeah.
How long
Yeah,
is
look
this
at
movie?
that.
Do I need to watch? I really need to watch this movie. You think?
Yes, do.
Yeah.
Do, it's fun.
Yeah, you would like it. It's fun.
Warrior of
Alright.
Justice,
It's actually fun,
it
yeah.
was a fun.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
took
we
my
did.
eye.
We got
Do
a
you-
voicemail.
Life.
We got a voicemail.
No
Yeah.
way.
Nice.
I will
A
play the
voicemail?
voicemail.
It's
So
from
here
you,
we
isn't
go. No.
You are my only hero, strong as the waves upon the shore. You're the man that I adore. Please don't ever leave me, just hold me, and let's make love. You
Hey.
are my only hero.
Oh my
I have no
God.
idea what this is.
It's,
It's one of the sex scenes in the movie.
yeah.
As the waves upon the shore. You're the
Okay, I think it's repeating now.
Was that the gym?
That
might have
was
been
from
the gym
Sean.
sex
That is
scene, yeah.
That was great.
amazing.
Uh,
Sean, we need you to make an album of all the cover songs for these things. We'll help you
Shimmy
make the music.
slide. And
Yeah.
We'll do the music, but you do the
Leave
singing.
them with voicemails. That's great.
We'll call it like the bad movie night. I don't know what we'll call it. Something, but
B-sides. All right. Go ahead, Spiff.
Well, that does it for our listener feedback, Chris. If you'd like me to read your comment on the YouTubes, you have to leave one. So please, like, subscribe, leave comments, share us, get us more viewers, please.
give something Spiv to do. Give Spiv something to do.
I know.
Just
Yeah,
do something.
right?
A comment. You can
Show
say
me
I
how
don't
to
want
make
to have
him-
a comment.
You get to make him say anything you want.
Yeah.
Yes.
Leave
Put
something
whatever
crazy.
words into his
Anything.
mouth.
Although I did notice recently our numbers have been pretty good. Which
They
is
have been
exciting.
improving. I've seen. Yeah. They're
Even like
still,
our new
you know,
episode, Chris,
three
that
digits.
Frankenstein one that came out, we're almost at 400 views on that already.
Nice.
That's pretty
remember that
impressive
movie at all.
considering.
I don't remember that at all.
That's what happens when
Don't remember
Chris
that
isn't
at
here
all.
for a week, I guess.
I don't remember a damn thing about that. I don't remember watching that.
There's like five or six more
It
episodes.
was like a year ago,
No.
if not more.
We have to wait
Jesus
for you
Christ,
to edit
man.
that for a while, right?
All right. It's time for the birthday wheel.
Birthday wheel.
It's not a wheel.
Birthday pick.
what
Just a
what is
birthday
it, Rebecca?
pick.
Do we have to sing happy birthday?
All right.
Next week we do, yeah.
Here we go.
Okay. Oh my God.
Tony, she's all pelvic thrust. I think she prowls. Nice dress.
Thanks. I bought it at Versace.
I want to see you dance, and I want to see you smile.
Well, it's been a very long time.
Without fucking, well, it ain't right. You got too much talent for.
All right, I'm stopping because it's running really bad. Rebecca's making us watch Showgirl.
I can't wait.
I am.
Is it the version from VH1 where they painted
Oh,
the
see, that was my
clothes?
favorite, where they would
bikinis.
paint on the little bikinis.
We should watch that one.
Oh my God, this will be great.
When I
the
was
one-
in college, up in northern New York, we got a few Canadian stations on TV. And one night at like 7 o'clock, they were showing Showgirls, completely unedited.
With no
Nice.
little
And-
bikinis on
and
it.
no little bikinis. And they just, before it came back from commercial, it said, you know, this movie is not suitable for younger audiences.
Right.
Then just went
7
right
o'clock
into
in
it.
the
It's
evening.
like, okay.
Because they're not prudes like we are.
Yeah, it is just nudity.
Yep. But it's okay to show lots of violence and gore.
Oh
and death.
my
Oh, yeah.
God, it's 2 hours and 11 minutes long.
Long movie.
Yeah, dude.
Better
There's
start it
lots of
tonight.
boobs.
There's a
Who
lot
directed
of
that?
boobs.
It was,
There's a pool scene.
Who directed
It
that?
ruined poor
Verhoeven.
Verhoeven.
It's Paul
Yes.
It's
Verhoeven.
Paul Verhoeven. That's true.
Can we get RoboCop and stuff in this too?
Starship Troopers.
We gotta
Starship
have Millie
Troopers.
Malone.
I love
it's gonna be
dog
interesting.
chow.
It's
All right,
Versace.
I just clicked into it, and there's a movie where a guy's licking a titty for a very long amount of time.
Yep.
It's that kind of
Okay, so
movie,
it's a
Chris.
witchcraft movie.
Was it NC-17 or was it R?
There's an unrated version. Yeah.
Oh.
I think I,
mean,
had that.
the one on
It's
the
longer.
one on Tubi feels like it's unrated and it's showing everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long is that version?
2 hours and 11 minutes long.
With commercial breaks.
Why not?
Oh,
All
there's a
right,
sequel.
that was not that was not what I was expecting, Rebecca.
Not
I
at
didn't expect
all.
that at
Yeah,
all.
nice curveball there.
I was expecting a Lifetime original.
Nope.
Holy shit! Paul Verhoeven was born in 1938.
Yeah, he's an old guy.
He's in the
Jesus.
greatest
He's
generation.
the silent generation.
Oh my god! And there's a video on his IMDb of a RoboCop doc.
Mm-hmm.
Peter Weller
RoboCop
looks
needs
awful.
doctors too.
He's getting up there.
He's really
All
good
right,
up there.
next week we're watching the 1995 drama
Showgirls.
Thriller?
Showgirls.
You gotta do the
Extravaganza.
The Paul Verhoeven classic.
Right up there with the what's it called? The Red Planet one.
What's the one with Demi Moore where she becomes a stripper?
Striptease.
Oh.
Striptease.
The worst
Yeah.
part of that movie is she did an interview with Barbara Walters before that movie came out, and she was showing Barbara Walters how to do stripper moves, and it was nightmare fuel. It was really bad.
Is there any
Really
other
bad.
big stripper
Did not
movies?
see that.
Is that like it?
Of
Not
recent.
really.
Yeah.
Witchcraft 16.
I bet ones that like broke out in the mainstream.
Well, there was that one
Anyways.
with J Lo that
Oh
Hustlers
yeah,
or whatever.
Hustles,
Yeah.
Honey, Hustle, something.
Hustlers.
Honey's
Yeah.
just
I didn't.
I'm a hustler, baby.
Okay. All right. Well, that's what we're doing next week. We're all getting really
Okay.
perverted and watching fucking showgirls.
Going for it.
It's a preview of next week.
I can't believe you picked Showgirl.
It's gonna be great.
I love this
Showgirls.
movie.
I can't wait to.
I've never
to get
seen
all
it.
your
I don't know if I
reactions.
need to.
Oh my God, this will
Never
be
seen
great.
it.
You're in for
No.
something, Chris.
Wow.
Just
All
think of
right.
all the Saved by the Bell jokes we can make.
I never watched Saved by the
Yeah.
Bell.
You never watched Saved by the Bell?
he's
Oh,
too
wow.
so excited.
Should have Total Recall, man.
I'm so
Oh,
scared.
Total Recall's too good.
All right. That's it, guys. That's it for this week's episode. We hope you enjoyed it. Join us next week when we watch Showgirls for Rebecca's birthday. And then we're off to Thanksgiving. We will catch you here next time, guys. Good. Bye.
Bad Movie Night Podcast. Podcast. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night.